Hi, great to be with you. It's Leo Sarkissian with the Arc of Massachusetts. Hope you're well. In the upcoming issue of The Advocate, we're going to talk about 3 recent regulations that we've been active in, both solely and with colleagues and organizations. And I wanted to talk about that in this vlog. I wanted to talk about 2 examples of a boring topic, regulations, which actually have such a human impact. And the ARC's work in this area, advocacy in this area, is important because at the end of the day, it makes a difference for you in your daily life. So for example, if you're getting funded services for employment or for individual support or for, what's called alternative, living residential services, okay? The individual support plan is a key part of that. And DDS has had regulations on the ISP, that's the nickname for it, for a long time, decades. And those regulations give you certain rights, and you should know that when you're going in. You can, let's say you've had the same ISP for years, but you want to be working on some other learning goals, or you want to be developing other strengths. You can help make that different. You can speak up, you can advocate, you and whatever supports you have through family or friends. So as a person with a disability, there's certain rights you have in development of the ISP, which in turn will have an impact on the services you receive. So that's a great example of a regulation that's really important. Another example has to do with the PCA program, Personal Care Attendant Program, that over the years has become more and more modified, the regulations, so that people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and autism can take advantage of that service. And that includes not only your activities of daily living, but instrumental activities of daily living, banking and transportation and travel and preparing meals. So those are things that in the past you might not get to include as completely, but regulations made a difference. And finally, self-direction, the advocacy and self-direction, trying to get those regulations to be more person-centered, more issues around fairness and transparency about allocation of funds. It's essential that that be centralized so people don't have to have exception situations and a lot of staff time into figuring out a solution when the regulation could pretty much state it in black and white. So anyway, regulations play a big role. That's part of what the ARC does to advocate for you. We need your support, not only through dollars, but as volunteers, and also to let us know what's going on so we can help you with your voice as well. Have a great weekend. Look forward to talking to you again soon.